Hi, hello, welcome to my channel Learn More Maths. My name is Varakmar. Today we are going to solve some problems from second exercise. So here he has given some graphs. He is asking to find the number of zeros. See here, the graphs of y is equal to p of x are given below. For some polynomials p of x. In each case, find the number of zeros of p of x. So he has given the graphs of polynomials p of x. He is asking to find us the number of zeros. So this is the first one, second and third. Totally we have 6 graphs in the first question. So I have drawn 3 first. So one by one we have to discuss. This is the first graph. So he is asking to find the number of zeros. So how can we say? Just a simple, you have to remember that we have to observe the curve, whether the curve is intersecting the x-axis or not. If it intersects the x-axis, at how many points it is intersecting the x-axis, now we have to count. So see here, the graph is not at all intersecting the x-axis. So here there are no zeros. So here we can say a number of zeros equal to 0. Since the graph is not intersecting the x-axis, number of zeros is equal to 0 here. So in the second case, the curve is intersecting the x-axis at only one point. So here the number of zeros equal to 1. Number of zeros equal to 1. Depending upon the points of intersection of x-axis, we can decide the number of zeros. So here the graph is intersecting the x-axis at 3 distinct points, these 3. So therefore in this case, number of zeros equal to number of zeros is equal to 3 here. So this is very important for objective type student. Every time he is asking at least one from this area. So just simply you have to observe the curve is intersecting the x-axis or not. If it intersects it, how many points it is intersecting, just you have to count. Here the curve is not intersecting the x-axis, hence number of zeros equal to 0. Here the curve is intersecting the x-axis at only one point, therefore the number of zeros equal to 1. Here the curve is intersecting the x-axis at 3 distinct points, therefore the number of zeros equal to 3. So next we have 3 more. We have 3 more graphs in the first question. See here, this is the fourth one. Again the parabola here intersecting the x-axis at 2 distinct points. So depending upon the point of intersection and the x-axis, we can decide the number of zeros of a polynomial. So here the curve is intersecting the x-axis at 2 distinct points. So here the number of zeros is equal to 2. This is the fourth one. So next, fifth graph. So now again we have to count the points of intersection of the curve and the x-axis. Here the curve is intersecting the x-axis at 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the curve is intersecting the x-axis at 4 distinct points, 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore the number of zeros equal to 4. So this is the fifth graph. Next, sixth one. Again we have to count the points of intersection of the curve and the x-axis. The curve is intersecting the x-axis at 1, 2, 3 distinct points. Therefore the number of zeros is equal to 3. So simply we have to observe the points of intersection of the curve and the x-axis. Then we have to count the number of points of intersection. So easily we can decide the number of zeros of the given polynomial. So very important for a 1 marker objective type. Just you have to count the number of points of intersections. So this is the first problem in the second exercise student. Next we have to solve the second problem. This is the second problem in second exercise. See here what he is asking. Find the zeros of the given polynomials. First one, p of x is equal to 3x. Totally there are 4 bits in the second problem. So this is the first one. He has given p of x is equal to 3x. He is asking to find as the zeros. So see here how can we find a solution. First let p of x is equal to 0. So let p of x is equal to 0. So what is p of x? Here p of x he has given that 3x. 3x is equal to 0. Now we have to find the x value. X is equal to 0 by 3, which is equal to 0. Therefore the 0 of p of x is equal to, the 0 of p of x is equal to 0 only. That's all, very easy. So this is the first one in the second problem. So next we have to solve the second one. This is the second bit in the second problem. So find the zeros of the given polynomials. Here he has given second one. It is p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. So first let p of x is equal to 0. By we have to equalize the given polynomials to the 0, and then we have to find the value of x. So see here, let p of x is equal to 0. So p of x he has given that x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So now we have to find the factors. So the coefficient of x square is 1 and the constant is 6. 1 into 6 is equal to 6. Now we have to find the factors for 6. So we can write 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Yes, but their sum should be the product of x coefficient. So their sum should be the coefficient of x, that is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So here 2 and 3 are the factors. We can write x square as x square, right, as usual, but this 5x write as 2x plus 3x, write 6 as usual. So this is the factorization by splitting the middle term. So here in the first two terms, in these two terms take x as common, we can get x plus 2. In these two terms take 3 as common, we can get again, here we get x, here we get plus 2 is equal to 0. So in these two terms totally x plus 2 is common, x plus 2. So here we get x, here plus 3 will be. So x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore we can write here either x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So here we get x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 3. So these two are the zeros of p of x. Therefore zeros of p of x is equal to zeros of p of x is equal to minus 2 comma minus 3. So since the given polynomial is a quadratic polynomial, it has two zeros, minus 2 and minus 3. So this is the second bit. Next we have to solve third bit. This is the third bit in the second problem. Again we have to find the zeros of the given polynomial. So see here, p of x is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3 has given. So by equalizing p of x is equal to 0, we have to find the values of x. So here let p of x is equal to 0. So that implies p of x is x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. So it is very easy. The product of these two equal to 0, only it is possible either x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So any one of these two must be equal to 0, then only their product is equal to 0. So here x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 3. Therefore the zeros of p of x, zeros of p of x is equal to minus 2 comma minus 3. So very easy. So this is the third one in the second problem. So we have one more. Next we have to solve fourth one. This is the fourth bit in the second problem. It has given p of x is equal to x to the power 4 minus 16. So by equalizing p of x equal to 0, we have to find the values of x. So the values of x are the zeros of the p of x. So let p of x is equal to 0. That implies x to the power 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. So now this x to the power 4 I am writing as x square whole square minus 4 square is equal to 0. So now it is in the form a square minus b square. So a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b. So that is a plus b is x square plus 4 into a minus b is x square minus 4 is equal to 0. So here we can write x square plus 4 right as usual, but this x square minus 4 can be written as I am writing as x square minus 2 square is equal to 0. So here I am writing again x square plus 4 into, again it is in the form a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b, that is a plus b is x plus 2 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So therefore we can write x square plus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. So here if x square plus 4 equal to 0, take plus 4 to the right side, we can get x square is equal to minus 4. Here x is equal to plus or minus square root of minus 4. So here we can get x is equal to minus 2. Here we can get x is equal to plus 2. So therefore zeros equal to, therefore zeros of p of x equal to zeros of p of x is equal to, so what are the zeros? So plus or minus square root of minus 4 comma minus 2 comma plus 2. So these are the zeros of p of x. So it is so biquadratic polynomial. So the degree of this polynomial is 4. So it has 4 zeros. So plus root minus 4 minus root minus 4 2 and minus 2 2. There are 4 zeros for the given biquadratic polynomial. So this is the fourth bit in the second problem. So we have completed a second problem. So that's all today's class. Today we will meet in the next class with another problem.